It's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Wilson, after the play fake to Carson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 33 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now he's going to throw it back, and this is taken in at the 5.
Kidding me?
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Play action. It's Jackson out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
The score, Ravens 21, Seahawks 7.
Play action. It's Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Let's go one more. Mike, 33.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Well, let's go back to the start of the season talk, Charles. We talked about some 2-0 and 0-2 teams. You mentioned Arizona, maybe a good surprise. Houston, a bad surprise. Any other teams a surprise at this point to you?
Well, I think that I would look at the Los Angeles Rams right out of the gate at home against Dallas, opening their new stadium. Many thought Dallas would go out west and beat them. That didn't happen. Then how about the Rams going on the road this week and beating Philadelphia and decisively? This looks like a Rams team that finished 9-7 last year. It has designs on challenging for the division title. And one other team I would throw in there is a little bit of a surprise, just by how it's gone down. How about Atlanta? I know it's tough against Seattle, tough against Dallas. Seattle was at home, but they got jumped on by Seattle. And then the Dallas game they just gave away. That's a team that should be at worst 1-1 right now. Now looking at 0-2 and have a lot of questions.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
A pickup of 2.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Jackson on first down.
Baltimore.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews.
Jackson.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Seahawks 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Flushed out right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Does the big boy have the juice? Touchdown, Ravens. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and now it's second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Throws right side, and that's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Baltimore.
From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's now second.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Hey, get in there and get what you want, Jay. Get in there and get what you want, boy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Ravens take over first.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about...
He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. An 80-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Carson. Marlon Humphrey with a tackle defensively.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the
Let's go. Rip left. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Football. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mike's 50. Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 50. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun, Jackson. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I'd be on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Yeah, he's got it. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice... And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 78 yards. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
Ravens.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they take a knee.
Jackson on the keeper.
And they will take a knee here.
Jackson on the keeper.
Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Today's final score, Ravens.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving